Hi, I'm Mary, an intern at Mainpoint Media. In this video, I'm heading to the local grocery store for a challenge to see how many meals I can make with a budget I have been given of only $20. Here I'm using the scanner because it will be a lot easier to see my total. And here's me walking around aimlessly because I have no idea what I'm doing. I decided to start with protein, so I found this chicken on sale. Next, some white onions, a bag of shredded lettuce, some black beans, some small tortillas if you can see where I'm going with this, a bunch of cilantro, and I needed to start thinking about another meal, so I went with this pork that I found for super cheap, which I was really excited about. With that, I grabbed some lemon, a sweet potato, and I saw corn on the cob's in season, so I grabbed one ear of corn. I usually like to get these rice side things because they're only $1, but at the bottom here I found something that was only 87 cents, and here cents matters, so I grabbed a rice peel off of that instead. For my last meal I got some rigatoni, some marinara sauce, some mozzarella cheese, which I had a really hard time scanning, and headed to my checkout. I added my produce and discovered I only spent $19.89. I made it under budget. So I packed up and paid and got ready to go. I was pretty eager to get back to my house and start cooking. Now before we begin, I just want to put out a disclaimer. I am not a professional, nor am I claiming to be. I do not recommend you follow any of the techniques that I am using. I am merely trying to show you a way to make a few meals on a cheap. First, I am filling up a big pot for water and turning on my ancient stove to boil the water for the pasta. I'm also setting the oven to 400 degrees. Next, I'm getting out my awesome cutting board and setting it down, and I attempt to open up this jar of black beans and horribly struggle, but eventually I get the hang of it, as you can see. The next step I do is lighting the stove to heat up the beans, and here I am adding them just to keep them warm for the taco. The water's now boiled, so I'm just adding in the rigatoni. And here I am poorly slicing a lemon. I'm not really gonna show you my technique because it is absolutely atrocious, but I just wanted to get it 4 pieces. Off camera, I seasoned the pork with adobo, salt, and pepper, and here I'm just squeezing the lemon and adding it on top so it looks nice and pretty. I'm also seen adding some cilantro. It is very sticky to my fingers, which is, you can see me struggling. And then I stick it right in the oven and let it cook for I really don't know how long. Meanwhile, it looks like the pasta is just about ready to be put into a pan, so I get one here and drain the pasta. Next, I add it to the container and pour my sauce over it. And then I grabbed a spoon so it would be nice and evenly stirred. After that, I add layers of the mozzarella cheese all over the top of the pasta and finish it off with even more cilantro. Oh, look at that, so delicious. Mwah, I'm quite the chef, I know. And then I stick it in the oven for, again, I'm not sure how long. Here I'm using the same big pot and filling it up with water so I can stick my corn in there. Here I'm just taking it out of the husk and throwing it in for it to boil. Next, I am chopping up the white onion. Please ignore my technique. Here is the onion in normal slices, and wow, magic, it's diced. I'm not going to show you. Next, I take my chicken strips and turn on the oven stove. Wow, with more fire. Add a little bit of oil and throw on all these strips of chicken. It ended up being a lot of chicken actually, which is great. My sweet potato can be cooked in the microwave and I'm lazy, so that was great. So here I am popping it in, cooking it for 7 minutes. I seasoned my chicken with black pepper, salt, adobo, and some Italian seasoning, as well as even more cilantro. Can you tell I love cilantro? It's very sticky though. The black beans were nice and heated up, so I put them in this other container with the cover on and used the same pot with some water and oil to add in the rice pilaf. My sweet potato was done. It was indeed a hot potato, but I got it out nice and safe. My chicken looked nice and crispy the way I liked, and I checked on what I had in the oven and they looked ready to take out. So there you have it. I finished with chicken tacos that I made with tortillas, cilantro, shredded lettuce, white onion, and some yummy black beans. They turned out good. Here is the rigatoni with marinara sauce, mozzarella cheese, and cilantro. And finally, I had a sweet potato, an ear of corn, accompanied with some lemon pork over a bed of rice pilaf. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed my mediocre cooking stills, and make sure to subscribe to Main Point Media. Bye!